Hey everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Savannah, and as some of you may know, that a few weeks ago, Frontier was kind enough to let some creators get their hands on Planet Coaster 2 and explore a little bit of the scenario and sandbox mode. I did put together a video summarizing my experience, so if you missed it, I'll link it on this video somewhere in one of the corners or wherever YouTube puts those little cards. But today, I want to put together a brief video for you showcasing the different Flume rides that were available and show off the POVs for each one. Now, I'll warn you, the POVs leave a bit to be desired, as most of them aren't as smooth as I think they could be, and there are a few glitches in a couple of them. Keeping in mind that the version of the game I got to play is an early build, so I'm hopeful that improvements will be made before full release. In total, there were 5 different ride styles to choose from with 3 different Flume types. All of the slides I put down were blueprints, so do keep in mind that you still are able to create your own custom rides just like you're able to build coasters from scratch, but blueprints just made my life so much easier for the sake of this video and because I had limited time playing the game during my session. For those of you that don't know or haven't heard the word flume before, the flume type is going to refer to the type of slide. A body flume will be a slide your guests ride down on their own one at a time with no raft or tube to hold on to. An inner tube flume is, just as it sounds, a slide that guests will ride down on their own one at a time, but they'll be sitting on an inflatable inner tube as they ride. Lastly, a raft flume is a slide that will allow a group of guests to ride down the slide at once, all sitting in a large circular raft. So now let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at the actual slides and their POVs. First is the twist and turn, just the basic body flume ride. This is just a basic tunnel slide which then spits you out into a pool at the very end. This one has the most mild stats with an excitement of 4.23, fear of 1.92, and a nausea of 2. Next is the body bowl, which is a body flume, which, as the name suggests, ends in a body bowl where your guests will basically swirl around until they drop through the hole in the center, and then they'll fall into the pool. Think like flushing toilet for this one, same concept. This ride has a slightly higher stats than the twist and turn with an excitement of 5, a fear of 2.43, and a nausea of 2.07. Next is a slide called the Singularity, one of 2 inner tube flumes that were available. This one is just a basic slide like the first one, the twist and turn, but sends your guests down on an inner tube instead of just on their own. It has an excitement of 5.81, a fear of 2.83, and a nausea of 2.16. Now, I will say the inner tube and raft POVs kill me for some reason, because as the guests go down the slide, they'll turn and rotate, and at certain points during the POV, you'll just get these goggled eyes looking back at you from the bottom of the screen. Just take a look and you'll see what I mean. I found it hilarious for some reason. Next is another inner tube slide called the Outback. This flume has what I think is called a boomerang piece attached to it, where your guests will slide up into a vertical incline before coming back down the way that they came and then landing in the pool. This one has only slightly higher stats than the last one, with an excitement of 5.82, a fear of 2.85, and a nausea of 2.27. And last but not least, we have the only Raft Flume that was available, the appropriately named Raft Flume. This flume had the fly trap piece attached to it, which sees guests sliding back and forth on parallel inclines before finally finding their way to the pool at the very end. This was the most exciting flume available, with an excitement rating of 6.55, a fear of 3.29, and a nausea of 2.38. And that's it. Just a quick little look at the water slides that were available during my time playing at Planet Coaster 2. Let me know what you think, and as always, likes on the video are greatly appreciated, and hitting that subscribe button ensures you won't miss out on any further Planet Coaster 2 news. Until next time, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye!